Hey, hi guys. So today we are going to do some the C programming on the prime number. So without wasting your time, I think everybody understands what's a prime number and also understands the basics of actually the C programming. So what you're gonna do is start with the header files. This is a new file. Okay, so it's a new file. So we'll start header files. So include. We should use stdio standard input output .h, then include conio.h. So okay, use void main. I'm just entering the basics first. Okay, these are header files. So after that, just open these brackets, and we used two or three integers. So int I, let's use I, let's use n, and let's use c. So c is the counter to me, and c is gonna be equal to 0 in the beginning. This is the counter, the number of times that it's gonna be divisible by a certain number. So if c is equal to 0, then let's start. Let's take the user input to be printf. You understand how to do it. So printf, enter any number. Okay, after that just go to scanf. Yeah, okay, so let's write the so percentage d is the pointer, and let's go back. So percentage d, and let's write the address of n, because it's a number and that's the variable that will guide it. Okay, so after this, don't forget to put these brackets, and I also forgot to write these brackets here. So after that, we took the user input, so let's give it the logic. We'll use loops concept. I understand everybody knows about loop. So for I is equal to 1, we'll start by 1, and I must be less or equal to n, and also we must be incrementing this I each time. Okay, so let's continue. Let's write these brackets. So we'll use if loop and if statement, and so if n modulus I will be equal to 0. So if you get this, remember a prime number is a number that is divisible by itself and only 1. So that means that the modulus of that number, of a prime number, to itself is 0, and also to 1 is 0. So that means that the counter will count twice. That's the counter is my c there. So that means that if it's that way, then we must count the number of times. So that means that c plus plus will be counting it that way. So that means that we go to the we are finished with that loop. Let's continue, and did we close the for loop? Okay, let's close the for loop. We don't need it anymore. So after closing the for loop, we'll go for another if. So that means that if what am I doing? Okay, so if c will always be equal to 2, if the counter shows that it's 2, that means that the number itself is bringing the modulus to be 0, and also 1. If you find the modulus of that number with 1, it will be 0 also. That's a prime number. So if the counter will be showing 2, that means that this number must be a prime number. So printf on the screen, show that this number is a prime number. That way. So you must finish with this. Okay, so this is its closing tab, and let's go to the other one, that's else if. So if else it brings that way, so that just print it this. Else means otherwise. So if it's otherwise, that let it print it's not print, it's printf. Okay, so let it print that the number is not a prime number. Okay, that way. So come and finish it. And also all the Conio files, Conio header files, that means that must end with the get character 0. If you could be using int, that means that we could have to employ the return 0 thing. So without that, I think we are complete, and we'll run this thing so that we could understand what are the mistakes that we made. Compile first, then just write that this is change the source files first to C source files, and make sure that it's prime anyhow prime.c. Okay, let's choose this one and save it. After saving, okay, it's replaced. It will show us that there's no error. That means that we are ready to compile and run it. Okay, there is an error here. That means that we must do this. We didn't do it. It's not bad. It will just identify all the mistakes that you made. Okay, it told us to enter any number, and before, let's rectify this kind of display. Enter any number. Let's write this way so that it could be displayed well and better off. Okay, this way, then give it a space. It will be displayed better off. So compile it, enter any number. Let's write maybe 2. We understand that 2 is a prime number. Okay, and my spelling, that they are not right. Okay, let's delete one I here. Back. Okay, that way. So let's print. Enter any number. I entered 2. 2 is a prime number. It's true. And let's try with 3. 3 is also a prime number. Let's try this thing with 5 or 9 or 11. Let's try with another number which is not prime. Okay, let's try with 11. You'll just, okay, you'll still find it that it's not a prime number or any number. So this is the fast program for you to identify if it's a prime number or not a prime number. So please, after this video, help us to subscribe on our page that is just down there, and leave a comment if possible. Thank you.